Menu narration set to 100.
Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
So you take a look at last week's game, Mike, and you certainly wouldn't say that he played poorly. I mean, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's a clean slate. But when you talk to his coaches, they said they haven't seen him this motivated to bounce back after a loss in his entire career. So he's had a great week of practice. He's really challenging the guys around him to elevate their standard. And if it's any indication of how today is going to go, I think we're in for a treat.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
He'll return it from the 11. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
He's coming off such a strong performance last week, Mike, where he did a little bit of everything. Throws for 3 touchdowns, ran for another, but most importantly, leads his team to the big win. I'll tell you what, he has his eyes set on trying to do the same thing here over these next 4 quarters.
On the ground, that is Rashard Smith. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. Straight ahead, it's Walker. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on first and goal. Trying to punch it in with Smith. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal.
Brings up third down and 2.
Now, Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up. Fourth down. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit, he does a great job here, able to put that one through.
The Lions offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. As we give you a look at the league's leaders in receiving touchdowns, you can see he's second best among NFL running backs at this point in the year. On play action, Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards. From the 39, here's a first and 10.
First and 10.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
A second down throw for Goff. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Open man, it's Jamison Williams.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On second down, Goff. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more
to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of LSU.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track. It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Open man, that's the tight end, Gray. And the defense can't Come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. Room up the sideline at the 45. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the ground, it's Smith. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 from the 46. Here's second down and 4. No chance at all. He'll go down.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came. He's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to be fourth down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for and taken successfully. The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set for this next possession. He's put together some kind of campaign. Currently second in the NFL in touchdown receptions amongst wideouts. On first down, it's Goff. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Laporta in motion. On second down, it's Gibbs. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
From the gun, it's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Tyquan Thornton. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards. From the 33, here's second and 2. They run with Walker. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. Set to go now on first and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Flushed to his left.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5.
It's a gain of 11.
Now it is first and goal.
First down.
Here's Walker. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up second and goal.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's third down and goal. Here's Mahomes. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 10-0 lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. To return is Greg Dortch. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get back to work. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with first and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 9. Throwing, Goff. Throwing left side. And it's taken in by Williams. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
And the Lions first down. It's a gain of 10.
Conklin goes in motion.
First down.
Laporta in motion. Straight ahead with Gibbs. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Loss of 2.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They'll go play action with Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third and 7. Here's Goff. That's the third-round rookie pick, Isaac Toslaw. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Lions.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. We'll try again. It's second and 10. To throw is Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50.
A gain of 19
Can't
yards.
ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Detroit.
From the gun, here's Gibbs. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Gibbs goes over the top and into the end zone. Touchdown.
Detroit.
Extra point attempt to come here.
For the point after.
Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Lions are on the board. It's 10-7.
Lions 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Thornton. Now an opening past the 30. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Hit by the all-pro safety, Kirby Joseph. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping. You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head. So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
It's a gain of 8.
Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Amon-Ra, safe ground. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown, Lions.
The extra point is good. And the Lions are on top. It's 14-10. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Chiefs offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He'll locate Fulton over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins.
The Chiefs take over.
Patrick
First and
Mahomes
10.
going to lead the KC
At their
offense
own
back out
26-yard
for
line.
this next drive. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 23
Terrific
yards.
start to this drive.
And a
Gain
Kansas
of
City
23
Chiefs.
and a first down.
First down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started, a big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Chuck Clark there to make the play.
Clark brought him down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 9.
At the 50-yard line.
Got a man. That's Rasheed Rice. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Walker. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. He'll step up and run. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of
It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal.
First down.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Intended for Noah Gray.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw to the outside. Catch made by Worthy.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's third and goal. And that is incomplete.
Mahomes pass.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
14.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Dortch now to return it. Whoa! And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They trail by 2. And will start this drive with first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. In trouble, and down he goes.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
In punt formation for the Lions.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At their own
The Chiefs offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. They'll run it to start the drive, and here is Smith. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
There's 2 elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them aligned. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. This is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on them early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On 2nd down, Walker, and he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And he'll have the 1st down at the 26, so good job on the ground to keep this drive rolling. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
Mahomes on the keeper.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Result of the play.
These are the situations where as an offense you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted, but let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
That's caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
43-yard line.
Here's Gibbs. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. It's also a 1st down.
That's good. For the Lions, 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On to the 4th quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. They hand it to Gibbs. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing here is Goff. That's to the big tight end, Laporta. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Goff. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score. They got to score fast.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
Now, Goff. And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the first down. And that brings up 4th down. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 33-yard line.
Once again, it's Walker. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chiefs have a first down.
First down.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for gain of a yard.
The 46-yard line.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Short throw caught by the tight end, Gray. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
3rd and 7.
From the pistol, here's one. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete to Rice. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Gain of a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Mahomes going to keep it on a design run. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On play action. Goff to the right side. That's St. Brown. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll drop to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Isaac Tesla was the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game.
A gain of 40 yards. 1st down, Lions.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They'll go play action with Goff. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. The extra point is good. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Thornton. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. This is 1st and 10. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Aiden Hutchinson in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions